Welcome to the Hawley Area Community Show. I am Kristen Kreil, the Executive Director at REACH. With me today is Liz Fievig-Hager, the Coordinator of Dress for Success, and we are here in the Hawley Boutique. Liz is going to tell us a little bit about SOS.
SOS Weekend. It's our biggest clothing donation. It's actually, I was going to say it's nationwide, but it's global for Dress for Success. At that time, an average of 20% of a whole year's inventory comes to a Dress for Success boutique through the donations that happen with SOS Weekend. For us, I did the numbers just before the show so I could look smart, and we get between 25 and 30% of our donations for the whole year just from that weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what does SOS stand for?
Oh, yeah. So it stands for Send One Suit. It could just as easily stand for Send One Separate, because although we need suits, we also need separates. Neither one of us have a suit on today, and we're both at work. So it stands for Send One Suit. It's, what else was I going to just say about that? It doesn't have to be just clothing, though. It can be shoes, jewelry, handbags.
All the fun accessories.
All the things you would wear to work,
yeah.
Scarves, yeah.
Okay, and what happens when people donate these items? Where do they go?
Right. This is a time, I mean, you can always bring your items to all of our drop-off donations, but it's the Dress Barn that is our, let's say, corporate affiliate for this particular donation time. So things go to the Dress Barn. So when people drop things off at the Dress Barn, they send them to us, but it's not just our local Dress Barn. We get donations. Last year they came from 7 other Dress Barns that didn't have affiliates right in their area. So it's really an amazing time. Great time to restock all of our inventory.
Okay. And can you remind us again of where the boutiques are located at?
Right. Well, we have one here in Hawley, and that's 421 5th Street,
Yeah,
right?
that sounds about right.
And then we're also in Fargo in the Gibb Building downtown, and that's 502 First Avenue North, right across from Gate City Bank's back parking lot. You can always bring donations there on Mondays from 11 to 1. We do all of our appointments by appointment only, and that's why we have that short window for people to bring things in. You can get a tax receipt there, but you can also get a tax receipt from Jenny Craig, which is another one of our drop-off locations, and the Dress Barn has tax receipts there too. So.
All right, wonderful. So people can bring their outfits or accessories to a number of locations. And when is SOS taking place?
That's a good question. You'd think I would mention that. It's March 7th through the 10th. And so even though this is our biggest time, if you're busy and can't get your donations there between March 7th through the 10th, you can always still drop things off. That's just the time that we have the big push, the big media coverage. Dress for Success Worldwide does a lot of great things for us, where they've got extra television and print and all of those ads, so people know about it.
Yeah, I think I just saw Dress for Success on the Dr. Oz show this week.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yep, it's nice to get that exposure for the program. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And we are going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Liz. Welcome back to the Hawley Area Community Show. We're here with Liz, and she was just filling us in on our SOS Weekend. Liz, what other pieces of information should everyone know about this?
One thing people always ask me is what happens with the donations once we get them. I'd love to say that every single piece we get just goes into inventory. It can't always. We have to sort out the things that are a little too pilly or stained or ripped. If something used to be in style but isn't anymore, we sort those things out too. And what happens with them is they go to about 4 different places. Here in Hawley, they can go to REACH Reusables, which is awesome. In Fargo, we will send things to the Y Shelter, to the Boys Ranch, to the Ark. We're looking into sending things to St. Vincent's. Another company that we use is, it's called Use Again. It's a for-profit company that will take donated clothing and shoes and things like that, and it will send them, it'll resell them either to wholesalers or thrift stores. It'll get used for industrial use, or sometimes it even gets sent out of the country. What's great about that company is the things that we really can't use, and we've already sorted it. We don't need to send it on to a thrift store to sort it again for the things that need to go away. It can be used and not just be put into a landfill, especially for the industrial use part of it.
Yeah, so we're looking for quality, clean clothes that we want to provide to the women that access
Yes,
Dress for
and
Success.
work appropriate, because we really don't need sweats or pajamas. I know that there's Friday, jeans day, but and we'd love to take all of that. If we had more space, there's more that we could take. But because we have limited space, we don't take jeans. And also, I'm glad that you reminded me during the break, it's women's clothing. That's all that we need is women's clothing. So if we get men's clothing, we'll send it off to Reach Reusables. Clothing and Connections is a great place to bring men's clothing if you have something for a man that you want to donate.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Liz. Is there anything else that you would like people to know about SOS, or I know we have a couple great groups of volunteers that are going to be coming in during this weekend to help sort through the clothes. And
well, one thing, I'd love to get out is that we always need more volunteers. It takes time to sort everything out, get things put away.
Yeah, I think we have a great group of dedicated volunteers now, but it's a fun program to be involved in, and if anybody is interested, you can definitely look into volunteering. So.
Awesome.
All right, so people have these suits that, how do they collect the suits? Is there anything fun that they could do to have a suit drive or anything like that?
Thank you for reminding me. At work, it can be really fun. If you get the word out, sometimes the HR department will do it, but just getting together with the other women at work and just planning a time when people go through their closets, everybody brings it to work. You could have a little contest, see who can find the most things. Yeah. It's kind of fun when you clean out your closet, you have an excuse to buy more things.
And you get to get more. So, right.
Exactly.
That sounds really fun. And can you remind us again the dates of this? You said March 7th.
March 7th through the 10th.
Okay.
That's SOS weekend. Dress Barn is the main place that everybody should bring things to. Yep. But we can also, if you do want to drop things off at Reach, we can accept them here as well. Yes, and that's Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 5. Thank you. Friday from
8:30 to 2.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you, Liz, for talking about SOS Weekend, and thank you all for watching the Hawley Area Community Show.